Here we go. We are online on the VideO'Mealy Gaming Emporium Facebook page. Looks like we are also online on the YouTube Club Kayfabe Creative Community. So hello to everybody on YouTube. We're waiting for Twitch to connect, and when it does, we're going to get to gaming here. Hi, I'm Chris. The voice you're going to be hearing, the disembodied spooky voice of today's stream, is actually from my friend Dan Peck. Hi, Dan.
Hello, Chris.
Yes. You won't see Dan on camera, but he'll be sitting in to do some spooky commentary here. Dan and I are on a mission to do a daily stream each day in October.
Dan, we already failed.
Okay, well,
I didn't go yesterday.
Well, what did you already... All right, well, let's do most days in October. What did you stream on the 1st?
On the 1st, I streamed some Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Fantastic. That's an all-time classic game, too, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Yeah. I think most people would agree that that's one of, if not the best Castlevania game. I've heard that from several people.
That it changed video game history.
It did, didn't it? All right.
Between it and Super Metroid, completely
changed the game, right? Maybe some Super Metroid will be part of my streaming plans here. I'm not sure just yet. It really, really depends on basically what I'm feeling like.
Donate to save the animals.
Yes, exactly. Looks like we're live everywhere here. So what we're going to do on this first day is I went to the Nerd Table creative community page, basically the Nerd Table, the fan community page. I posted a poll for some of the spooky games that I wanted to play. I actually found a list of like vintage NES games, and I was like, so which one of these would be interesting for people? And the two top vote getters were Nightmare on Elm Street and Ghosts and Goblins. Now, everybody knows Ghosts and Goblins. That's a classic game, arcade game. So that's going to be a priority to play. But Nightmare also got the most votes, too. So we're going to start with that. And then I'm going to make the top vote getters the priority. And then the other games that kind of pique my interest, I'm going to play them as the filler here. I don't know if I'm going to stream for an hour or so and play Nightmare on Elm Street for the entire stream. But if I don't, then I've got other stuff to choose from here. But we're going to start with the LJN Nightmare on Elm Street game. Dan, you've heard of this, right?
Oh, LJN.
You've heard of LJN. We all know everybody's heard of LJN, right?
Did you see that somebody like at Raw or SmackDown had a sign that said, "Why did you let LJN make your games in the 90s?"
Oh, no, I did not see that. That's amazing. That's amazing.
It was 30 years ago, bro.
You gotta let that go. Gotta let that one go.
Besides, those games are actually pretty good.
Yeah, they are. All right, so first things first I want to comment on, I like this title screen. This is actually a pretty cool title screen. This is good. This is really good pixel art. Like, this looks like Freddy Krueger. So, right off the bat, it looks promising enough. Music sounds kind of cool. What do you think?
It was a nightmare on my street. I don't hear the music, so...
Okay. No music on your end.
Because if I heard the music, I would be listening to the actual...
Oh, yeah, you'd be listening to me talk, and it would be the weird thing, right? You're just doing...
I would be delayed if I was listening to the stream.
Right. Okay, so first things first... Did anybody even have the 4-player gimmick back in the day for the NES? Because I didn't know anybody who had that.
I knew one person who had it, but it was like at the point where like everyone had a Genesis or a Super Nintendo.
Yeah. All right, so
is it actually like 4-player? Like you have to have the thing for a 4th player, or do you just keep passing the 1st player control?
I don't actually know how that works. I'm gonna punch some snakes in the face, though. Punch a snake in the face. So, the idea behind the game is I have to go into some of these houses on Elm Street here, and I'm gonna collect Freddy's bones, and then I battle different incarnations of Freddy. So right here you can see there's a classic bone right there. Right after I punch out this insect.
Aren't they like always like bones like that? But it's like you got his skull. It's like that's not a skull.
Pretty much, yeah.
Man, look at those jumps, bro.
I gotta be really careful with the jumps. This is one of those games that has very slippery controls. Big problem with some of the vintage games from back in the day. I'm gonna punch out a spider. Or maybe not, it will not. Now, I don't think I can kill the red spider in the hole. But what I'm gonna try to do here is I have to do the big jump to get the first bone. And then I have to jump from the other side. But I ran out of time and took too much damage, so now I've fallen asleep. Now the enemies are tougher.
And they've got Freddy's head.
Basically, yeah, the spiders are now covered with Freddy's face. See, it takes 3 more than that. I like that when you die, you become an angel. Stuff like that always amuses me in some of these old games. Hit detection's a little wonky, too. I gotta be really careful to time my hits, so I get everything correct.
So are you supposed to be, Johnny Depp here?
No, I think I'm just a guy. Like, it's got kind of the Dream Warrior feel going on here, because you can transform into other characters. That was that power-up that I collected earlier. But I'm not really too sure. There's a little devil, the generic devil guy rocking back and forth. Now, if I don't get to the radio in time, Freddy will actually arrive and start dishing out some damage. So, but there's the radio. And now I'm gonna wake myself up. It's kind of some cool rockin' music, actually. Alright, watch out for the knives. Took me out anyway. There's a rat. Another dang spider. But I got another character now. When I get to the final battle with Freddy, I can switch between different character bodies. So here we go, boss fight time.
So like, what if you fall asleep, he comes after you, you grab him, and then you wake up?
Basically, yeah. So Freddy's arm on a ball string.
It's like a new Nightmare, right? Where the glove comes to life and tries to kill people.
I guess. Alright, so I made it out of the first house.
Isn't that what New Nightmare is? Is like they're making a movie based upon what happened?
Yeah, basically.
And then, like, the thing fucking happens. And then, like, the glove comes to life or whatever.
So, like, you want to be awake, but at the same time, being awake kind of sucks because all you have is the punch attack. When you're asleep, you can switch between the different characters. Okay, so here's the next house. By the way, that house at the very, very beginning of the game, I will eventually have to go in there. So at some point, I'm going to have to backtrack all the way back. Which is kind of annoying, but that's how these old games operate. So this one's annoying because the bats are coming at different angles for me to get them. So I gotta be a bit more careful there. This game has a bad spawn rate with enemies too. They just respawn like crazy. So you gotta be careful to dodge them. Oh, I missed a bone. See that bone up there?
Yeah.
And then the rat respawned, and now I got a bunch of bats coming after me. Including a super fast one!
Get this freaking duck away from me.
Oh, knives coming out of the wall here. Nope, falling asleep. Here we go. So the rats and spiders are going to turn into Freddy heads and... Oh yeah, a devil. That's a perfect trade-off for a rat.
Mr. Satan?
Right? Ow!
Or was it Dr. Satan in House of a Thousand Corpses?
Oh, I'm going to use this guy. This guy's got a... He's got a projectile. That helps.
Did it?
Not
Did
exactly.
It,
Not exactly.
Is this Johnny Depp?
Yeah, about this bone.
Kevin Bacon?
I don't know how to get this bone. Oh, you know what?
Different character.
I betcha. Wow, there's some BS right there.
Yeah, you gotta get the moon jumping. Is this a girl throwing stuff?
Could be. I mean, there's like a ninja and everything, if I remember correctly.
HR chucking stuff.
Of course,
it is cool how it's like it's different, but it's the same. You know, the layout is the same, but the things are different.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool for, especially from we're talking way back then.
Talking early ass LJN. Ah, crap! I missed a bone.
Was it still the 1980s at the time?
Oh, there it is. I see it. It's up in the spider web. You see it?
Yep.
Alright, watch Spidey. Alright, here we go.
GTFO.
Oh. Now it's Freddy's face! And evil demented tongues.
Suck face.
You just gotta kinda stay back. Of course I died right when I beat him. Yeah, that's fine. Spawn me right in front of the bats, so I have to take damage. This is how LJN games work.
Yep.
Dude, this bat's shitting on me. What the hell?
Bats taking big old shits, dude.
Ooh, should we go in the high school? Nope, can't get in there.
Oh yeah, so fun fact about Dan. I did one of the elementary schools, one of the many elementary schools I went to as a child. One of them was called Elm Street, because it was on Elm Street.
Was it now? Can't get in that building. That's the only thing that sucks is once you have the key, you have to guess which building you're going in next. It's a complete crapshoot. You don't know where you're going. It could be that house all the way at the beginning of the street, and I have to go all the way back to the beginning of the game. I have no idea. Could be the cemetery. It's not the cemetery.
Well, that is A Nightmare on My Street.
I love that song. Nope, not the junkyard. It's the house at the beginning of the game. So we're going to have to backtrack all the way back down Elm Street. The longest street in the world.
The street's as long as Freddy's arms in that one scene.
So, I haven't seen all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, but I think my favorite one is number 3, Dream Warriors. It's just really good. It's got some fun characters in it. I like the idea that they can sort of command powers in their dreams and everything, and creates a creative fight scene kind of thing.
Is that the one that has the Dawkins song in it?
Hell yeah, it's got the Dawkins song in it. I love the Dawkins song. Oh, fell asleep. So now...
That's the one that goes, breaking the chains! Oh wait, it's a different one. That's the one that goes, into the fire! Nope, wrong one again.
Again, the only good thing about falling asleep is I've got a projectile now.
Have you seen Freddy versus Ghostbusters?
I have not.
It's a short film that this group of friends in Colorado made.
Sounds cool.
Where the Ghostbusters come across Freddy Krueger. Well, the Denver, Colorado Ghostbusters come across Freddy Krueger.
Oh, the Denver chapter?
Yeah. And then they have their own other Ghostbusters movie, Denver Ghostbusters movie, as well.
Yep, I should have just came back here in the first place.
Every house the same layout?
Not that second house I was in. But this one, maybe kinda.
Well, you're already in the nightmare world, right? So
yeah. I think I still have to go across. I gotta get that bone anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
You gotta get those 2 bones anyway.
That is not something you can step on.
Yeah, the air. Yeah, that's not where you can step. Yeah.
They're playing the music, so I'm about to fight Freddy. Yeah, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. They're playing it.
Oh, that. Okay.
Ah, crap. I can't make that jump until I switch characters. So I gotta be this lame ass with the punch.
Punchman. And even dying a lot. Oh, here we go. Kick his ass. Kick his ass.
This is actually kind of a lame mini-boss fight, honestly. And it's just until you wake up again. And that was that. Ah, jeez. Well, at least I got the bone. I'll chalk that up as a victory. This is how LJN games work, though. They are difficult. And not difficult in the interest of fairness, either. They're difficult because...
they're not a good company. They're not good at making the game.
Yeah.
You gotta switch to make that jump, bro.
Time to wake up again.
And then immediately fall into that pit.
Oh, crap. How am I... Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to jump off the platform to get to that bone. There's no other way to do it. And I missed a bone somewhere in the level. I gotta backtrack now. Well, I'm taking this. Because that's probably another character to play as. Alright, so where did I miss a bone? Let's see if we can find it. Somewhere back here, there was a bone that I completely missed. Ah! I took damage from the little drippy thingy, and then I mistimed my jump. It was at the beginning of the damn stage.
In that window.
Any more backtracking, this would be Skyward Sword.
I don't get that.
Oh, yeah. I actually haven't even played Skyward Sword, but I understand the reference. Skyward Sword is the Zelda game that has the most backtracking. Apparently, it's an integral part of the game, as you have to constantly backtrack your way through the dungeon to advance.
What are you talking about? Majora's Mask, you literally go back 3 days in time all the time.
Oh, I don't mean, like, time-wise. I mean, like...
That game's backtracking the game.
I like this guy. Dude, I'm a friggin' wizard here.
You're a wizard, Harry?
You're a wizard, Annie. This game doesn't have that many continues, so I am.
But it's been pretty forgiving thus far, actually.
Yeah, considering I've lost all my lives twice.
Like, you've died a lot. And there are games on Nintendo where if you die once, it's over.
Yep. Because people want me to play Ghosts and Goblins, and that's pretty much a you're screwed type of game there.
Seamus the Knight! My name is Arthur.
Well, at least I'm covered from there. Get it. Oh, we got one of them jumping spiders now.
Barking spiders?
They got a lot of stuff coming at me fast. I gotta just stop what I'm doing and time everything. Ouch. Those flies are mosquitoes, or what the hell are they? Nope, they're just insects.
Supposed to get that. Oh, that goes way up. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What a terrible night to have a curse. Holy
You
crap.
fell asleep. You were like awake for 10 seconds before you fell asleep again.
That just sounds like me in real life, actually.
You narcoleptic, bro?
Ow. Oh, there's friggin' knives there.
Knives chow. Gotta go back into the main house. The main hoose in your hoose.
Hadouken! I think I'm friggin' throwing Hadoukens here.
Hadoukens.
Ah.
Shoryuken.
Yo, Freddy's trying to fist me.
We fist on Friday night, Michael.
Dude, imagine if the final boss in a wrestling game was just the SmackDown fist. Like Master Hand.
Well, if the sky turns black, it don't matter.
So the pattern's kind of hard to follow, but when I do hit it, it can't hit me with damage. So I have to hit it, and then just dodge the next part of its attack.
Well, Christopher, today is the last day of Major League Baseball regular season.
Aww. So
And the playoffs start on Tuesday.
So who is not going to the playoffs?
Who is not going to playoffs? A lot of teams.
The Mets? This is the hardest boss fight I've had so far.
I just got a message that the Yankees are about to play the Rays.
Aren't the Yankees, like, just on the verge of making it into the wild card?
Last I knew they were.
Get that timing, bro. I gotta get that timing. This flying fist is giving me the most trouble. So one thing I've noticed, this character had really good projectiles, but he was a little hard to control because of the delay on actually firing the thing. But now I've beaten the first 3 houses, so I've still got the high school, the dump, the junkyard or whatever. So we got to get over it back. We beat this house. Ow. I didn't clear my jump on Frankenstein there. We beat that house. So I think the next is the high school. I'm going to try to enter there. That's another thing about this game. That shit's randomized.
So here's the thing about the wild card. The Yankees and the Red Sox are both 91 and 70, but the Mariners and the Blue Jays are both 90 and 71.
Oof.
So it's literally today's games
So that means it could be anybody's.
So, yeah.
All right, we're not going in that house. Let's see where I'm entering next. I like these rocks that are just falling out from the sky here. Okay, it's not the cemetery. So either I'm missing where to enter the house, or I'm going through the junkyard now.
Yankees can still clinch a playoff berth with a win, but it'll have to be combined with the Red Sox loss for them to host the wild card game.
Okay.
Otherwise, if they win, and doesn't matter if anyone else wins, they're in the wild card game. But if they win and the Red Sox lose, then the game will be at Yankee Stadium. Red Sox own the tiebreaker over the Yankees, so they would get the home field even if both teams win.
Okay.
Seattle. Pretty much Seattle or Blue Jays have to win, and the Yankees and the Red Sox both have to lose.
Alright, this guy's got better projectiles. Shorter range, but it's throwing them's a bit faster. Might stick with him. Well, except I'm waking up, so perhaps not.
Let's see here. Jeff Passan put a full breakdown. If two teams finish with the two best records with no ties, they will meet Tuesday for the wild card. If two teams finish tied atop the wild card standings, the team with the best head-to-head record hosts. If three or more teams, yes, a 4-team tie is still in play, finish 162 with the same record, there will be tiebreaker games played on Monday to determine who is in the wild card.
That's very confusing.
So if the Yankees and the Red Sox both lose, but the Mariners and the Blue Jays both win, there will be a 4-way tie for the two wild card spots.
Can I not take that bat out? Damn, I hit him. Oh, that's bogus. I punched out the rock, but it didn't matter. I still took damage by touching it.
You punched out the rock.
I did it for the rock.
The rock says, know your damn role. Are you a fucking ninja, bro?
Yep. Well, that's the end of that.
Just jump kicked into a pit.
That was game over, and I don't think there's any passwords at this point. I think it's back to square one, punching snakes in the face.
So what is multiple players? Is they just like when you go out, they go in? What?
I have a feeling it's probably something like that.
Giants clinched a postseason spot on September 13th. Okay. Jackasses. I love how they play 162 games and it's still coming down to the last fucking day.
Sounds about right.
They play so many games. Yet here we are on the last day of the season, and there's still bullshit. And it still might not be done. There might have to be 2 bonus games.
Well, all right. So here's a question: do you like having the longer season, or do you like, more like the football, basketball seasons where it's less games?
Well, I mean, basketball's 82.
Dude.
Basketball and hockey are 82 game seasons. The thing about football is it sucks because you don't get to play everybody, but because it's such a physical game, you can't play that many games, right? Because if you played everybody twice, once home and once on the road, you would have 62 game season.
And would that be better or worse?
Well, people would die if they played 62 games a year. As a matter of fact,
physicality.
They wouldn't be, because they would have to play more than once a week. Because there's only 52 weeks a year, and there's 31 teams. You have to play them both twice.
You don't think they could pull it off?
No. It's going to be rough this year with an extra week of play. They're playing 17 games in 18 weeks this year. I bet you a lot of people won't make it because of it. So that's the thing about football, is you can't play everybody. So they do stuff like you play your division rivals twice a year, and then you get to play like the teams that finished in your spot in other divisions once that year. So like if you finished in 4th place in your division, you'll play all the people that finished in 4th place last year. Which is cool because especially if your team got better in the off season, you picked up some free agents and made some stuff, you get to play the easy teams.
Should do a Tecmo Super Bowl stream.
And just recreate the part of Family Guy with the Bo Jackson part.
What team was he playing for?
At that point, I think it was the Raiders.
So I'd have to play as the Raiders then to get the... to do the thing.
Because there's the thing.
Ouch. I must say, though, I do dig the music in this game. It's got a good, creepy feeling. It's got some... It sounds like good 8-bit nostalgia, which I enjoy. Let's get rid of the skull bat here, and then we're going to try to make this the spider jump. Gotta time it just right. Still didn't time it right. And I got hit by a knife. Ouch. You jerks. That was always the hardest thing about playing games on the NES. Because early video games, sometimes the hit detection box isn't very good. Sometimes the controls are very slippery, depending on who you're playing. Whose game you're playing. I think that's why Mario games were such a standard, right? Because although I've played Mario games where I felt like the controls were a bit slippery.
Anytime I emulated Mario games, it felt slippery.
Plus, he got this BS where the enemies just constantly respawn out of nowhere. So it's all just about taking excess hits. Alright, I don't want to miss that freaking bone again, but I'm trying not to get hit by the bats. So of course I get hit by the bats. And once you've got the bone count down to 0, you know you've made it to the end. So the second boss fight is exactly the same as the first boss fight, except it's Freddy's head, and every now and again the little demented tongues come out.
Gross. Why are you so gross?
Well, the good news is, I've done the first 2 houses now at the beginning of the game. So I don't have to go back to the very beginning of the game again and trek down Elm Street. The first 2 houses are done, so we're going to go past them, and we're going to try to get into the 3rd house. Ah. Dang bats. Dang Frankenstein monsters. It's not that house. I gotta figure out an important question real quick.
Oh, yeah.
I have to figure out if this game has badass pause music or not. Okay, so I hit hold, and the music is just kinda... So it's kinda still playing, but it's also, not playing. That's kinda weird to describe.
It's going...
No, it's not Battletoads. Before we got our Nerd Table theme song, I think I used that for one of the... for one of the theme songs that we did. So which
game was so annoying, even the fucking pause music drove me nuts.
Game was impossibly difficult.
And it was made even more difficult if you tried to play with a friend.
So, here's what happened. One of the houses is the next house I have to get into. And the reason I couldn't get into it is because when I hit the up arrow at the house, I wasn't standing in the right pixelated spot. That's why I was not able to enter anything. Because... LJN. I'm actually about to lose all of my awake health here. Nope, it's still not that house. It wasn't the high school either. I wonder if that's a later stage. Because obviously it's another house, but which one? And I am asleep again. Yeah, it's definitely not the high school. This bat is basically my companion right now. Just following me. Skeletons.
Skellymans.
That's just a shit ton of skull bats. Oh, I guess it is this house.
A bunch of Zubats.
Ugh. I learned my lesson from the first playthrough. To look for all the locations that bones can be in.
Bones.
Ah, did you see that? They hit me with the damage and just pushed me off the platform. Because that's how fall damage works in this game. And I literally can't get down there with that many enemies traversing on me.
Just unlocked, bro.
I know. Well, that threw me a bone right there. No pun intended with this game. They actually let me start up on the platform I needed to be on. That was very kind of them.
Threw me a bone here. That was a really good jump there where you got the two.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know how to get that last bone without falling in the pit.
Old school games, you might have to.
Like that Ninja Turtle game with the pitfall where it looks like you can't jump over it at all, and then it turns out you can just walk across it.
Yeah.
Punch these bats in the face, and I gotta get that bone up there.
Punch them in the face, where their face lives. Here in the attic. With black walls. In the white room.
Oh, that was a different power-up. I got a coffee cup and my life bar went back up. Or your awake... Yeah, your awake bar or whatever.
Bar. Yeah. Coffee.
That was kind of neat.
Coffee.
I'm not even going to try to take out the jumping spider. Last time, that didn't work out at all.
Jump over it. Yeah.
Just going to punch over these things here. Get away from the shitting bat. Get my bones.
So tomorrow you're going to be streaming some, what was the next vote? Ghosts and Goblins?
Yes.
Ghouls and Ghosts.
Ghosts and Goblins.
Ghosts and Goblins.
Ghosts and Goblins. An impossibly hard game that I've never done very well in.
He's throwing daggers, trying to get his girlfriend back, but the zombies, they won't let him, and I'm naked! Seamus the Night.
Night day man. Oh, master of the night man. That would make a hell of a video game. Nope.
What, Dayman versus Nightman?
Didn't hit my jump button fast enough and I took damage for it. Here we go. This boss fight again.
Pound me.
I really don't want it to.
I'm gonna get fisted.
I need a better projectile. There we go. The wizard's got the best projectile.
That's so wizard, Chris.
But he has a very delayed response on it, so I have to hit the timing just right. Because, like, it's not like you hit the button and the thing comes right out. You have to actually time it.
We're having spaghettis for dinner. It's been forever since we've had spaghetti.
I love a little spaghetti.
Some mom spaghetti. But not the titular mom spaghetti, which is now an actual restaurant.
Yes.
And M&M was even there serving people on the opening day.
Which is actually pretty friggin' cool. But not the
you can only get like 3 things.
One of them was mom spaghetti.
It's literally like you can get spaghetti with sauce and meatballs, or just spaghetti.
Or just plain ass spaghetti.
You just want some spaghettis? So tell you what, sometimes you just get some spaghetti with some fucking butter on it. Pretty fucking good. Some buttered noodles or butter doodles.
You know what I like? I like a little Alfredo sauce on spaghetti noodles.
Yeah, that's what I am.
So if this game is following the linear pattern that it was, I should be able to get into the junkyard next. But I'm still gonna try. Nope, not the busted up house there.
Sylvester Ritter. Talking about Sylvester Ritter.
Sylvester Ritter?
Yeah, Junkyard Dog.
There's a reference. I don't think there's going to be any new enemies I'm going to face. I feel like they've pretty much got the genericness of the enemies down, so I don't think I'm going to face any actual junkyard dogs.
Should.
Oops. Got hit there. This junkyard is just death for the same red-colored cars here.
Y'all gonna die. Y'all gonna die.
You know, it's a great freaking scene, but it's also kind of terrifying for a kid's movie, is the junkyard scene in The Brave Little Toaster.
Sure.
Have you never seen that movie? If you haven't seen it, you won't know what I'm talking about.
But I think I read a book about of it. But like it predated the movie by like 10, 12 years.
Oh yeah, it was a book first, The Brave Little Toaster.
Toaster, he's brave. He was little.
Oof. You know what? I'm just gonna take the damage and get out of there.
How is he so little when he's a freaking 2-slicer?
But he's brave, dude. The brave little toaster. And the vacuum cleaner named Kirby.
Get it?
Yup. Voiced by the guy who did Tony the Tiger.
George Beverly Shea? Oh, that's a different guy. This guy sounds like George Beverly Shea. Fucking Mr. Grinch, right? Like, yo, I mean one. Mr. Grinch.
They're all Ravenscroft? No. Oh, God.
Holy shit, the bowls are fucking good.
You know what's not good? Me right now.
The Chicago Bulls are going to be good this year. They got a squad.
I believe Eric was just talking about how he might go to a Bulls game this year. Crap, I missed a bone. Oh, this is so frustrating. And who the hell even knows where the bone was? I thought I was being pretty damn careful, too.
It was up your butt, you'd know.
I think I would know if I had a bone up my butt.
I would hope you know. I would hope you would know.
I don't even see one. I gotta go.
I'd be really worried if you didn't.
Jesus Christ. This is how I'm gonna die in this game. Backtracking. Because I'm gonna have to backtrack to find this bone. And who knows where it even is.
That's how you're gonna die in real life.
Looking for a bone? Well, at least now I can play as the character with a projectile.
With a projectile vomiting.
See any bones? It's gotta have to blend into the background or something.
Haha, derp mar, derp rosen.
This is the part where the game stops being fun. When you have to backtrack through the whole level. And you realize that's what's going to be your undoing. Yep, game over. Damn, all because I missed a bone. I actually made it to the end there. Well, I killed 48 minutes on this game. Let's do one more game to close out day one of this stream. Let's go to the poll. The big old poll here. And let's see what other games people voted for. So Ghosts and Goblins is the second vote getter.
Yeah, well, that's high. That's a day then.
Maniac Mansion, Castlevania Trilogy, and Friday the 13th. Okay, let's try this Monster Party game. This was actually a request from Randy Moyer, one of our wonderful patrons. So let's see if I've got a copy of Monster Party on the old Raspberry.
Hey, are you getting Mario Party All-Stars?
I don't know yet.
Do you have Super Mario Party?
I don't.
No. Because I think we can make that a thing once I get my Switch.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, we're going to try Monster Party. I have no idea what this is.
And if it's like any other Mario Party, that means I will do great. I will do the best in all of the games, and I will finish third.
Alright, it's a Bandai game made in 1989.
It's before they were with Namco.
I like this title screen. Is that a Lego guy? It's Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. He was walking home from a ball game.
Hi, Mark.
He looked up and saw a bright star. I like the skulls around the text box here. Is that the Star of David? Is that the North
Golden
Star?
Star? The Golden Star Kota Ibushi.
Star got bigger and bigger. Look, he's crying. Made his eyes moist. Say it again.
Moist
moist.
eyes. Moist eyes.
Moist eyes. So
it even has an ingredient to moisturize. Wow.
He didn't notice the star fell and landed right in front of him. How do you not... Okay, I don't care how badly you're crying. How do you not notice that? It was a monster, Mark quickly asked.
But it wasn't a rock. It was a rock.
A lobster! Who are you? It's Bert. What's up, Bert? I'm looking for Ernie. I'm looking for help.
And I said,
Evil monsters are out of control in my world. Come and help me.
oh, cool.
I'm afraid to fight the evil monsters.
Starfighter. You are the last starfighter.
With your weapon, you'll be able to destroy them easily.
Oh, his bat?
His bat? Yeah.
Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat?
This isn't a weapon, it's a bat. Okay? Well,
Yeah, buddy.
It's pretty much a weapon.
Most violent acts happen with a baseball bat.
I don't think Mark is very street smart.
That's why I've always heard cops tell people that if you are planning on having a baseball bat, like, in your car, as, like, a defensive weapon, always put a glove and a ball in the back, too.
I have a glove and a ball back there. What's your name? Mark. Mark, my planet is dangerous. So we must act together. I don't know, but apparently he's flying Mark to his planet with no spaceship.
You are the navigator!
They fused together! They did the fusion dance? This is how Mark's adventures began.
Your pants for the fusion dance.
Look at this bloody-ass screen here. Jeez.
Monster party. Clap, 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 clap.
Oof. Oh, I can hit the projectiles back. Look at the boxes. They're just smiley faces.
Sure. The companion cube. You love the companion cube.
Hello, baby! Oh, dear. Oh, I guess I gotta hit the bubbles back at it.
I failed to see how this is a party. Just like Natasha did. She couldn't see how it was a party.
I like when you duck, you just lay down flat on the ground.
Yeah, man. Prone position. It's better for long-range sniping. So you're supposed to bat it back at its face?
I guess so. But I don't really have... You can't really aim the bat, so I have to wait until one actually gets in my path to hit it. There we go. I can try doing that too.
There you go. So you gotta wait for those ones that are higher up that you can actually get to.
Yeah.
And hit it back and hit it.
This is another one of those games where the hit detection box is off. I feel like I gotta be like in the bubble to hit it.
The good thing is that when you go down, it actually shrinks your hitbox, so that's nice.
That is nice. Is this like the first boss fight and I've only beaten 2 side enemies? Their health bar or anything? Oh yeah. Well, there's a life bar, but I don't know if that's his or mine. It's got a delay on the hit, so timing this is gonna take is actually pretty tricky.
It's tricky!
There we go.
Tricky!
That's definitely my health bar, because that went down.
I can't even see the scoreboard on in my game. Because the microphone's in the way.
I mean, this was a request. I'm honoring it. But I'll be damned if this isn't hard. Yeah, that ain't getting me anywhere. Game over. 1 life.
You got 1 life to live?
Exactly.
Got it, brought it down. Bring in Domantas Sabonis off the bench.
So that's actually an enemy. That's not like somebody I'm supposed to save. Oh.
That was like a frog stuck in a box and his legs are going out. It's a frog in a box!
What the hell just happened? Oh, okay, now I got a projectile. Oh, and I have some limited flight ability here.
You a wingling dragon?
A wingaling dragon.
You have a strong arm?
Tractor! Uh-oh. I think my power's running out. Yep. And now I'm back to just being regular old Mark.
Mark.
Sorry, I'm dead.
Tyler Hero.
What
The
the?
AT&T 5G Slam Can.
What the hell just happened? What was that?
Just like murdered some dinosaur, dude.
I don't even know what just happened.
You're the reason why the dinosaurs are dead?
Sure.
You monster. What killed the dinosaurs? Mark.
Uh-oh.
Dinosaurs.
What just happened?
Must be trash. Is that a cat guitar from Final Fantasy?
Everything just got really creepy all of a sudden. Like, the background changed and everything.
I still have yet to see this party. I've seen many monsters, but no parties. It's time for the 2K halftime show. The Hornets are winning 46-32.
Please don't pick on me. Christ, you're just killing me right now. What the hell is this game?
It's a monster party.
I guess. There's absolutely no continues, so every time I die, I'm back to the beginning.
The evil monsters have taken over the planet, dude.
But like, what happened with when the screen changed and everything? Is it still that evil Venus flytrap in here? Yeah, I guess so.
Are you okay? Annie?
What is this?
Annie, are you okay? I put you jealous, but you're okay.
I genuinely don't know what this game is supposed to be doing. All I know is that Mark is trying to save this planet with his baseball bat.
This peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Well, you have reached an hour.
I reached my quota for what I want to do, but I kind of want to know what's happening with this game. Like, I know I'm not very good at video games, but I can't tell if this game is just... if I'm just really bad at this game, or if there's just an issue with everything that I'm doing. I feel like I can't hit anything. Controls feel kind of slow.
Monster Party is a video game for the NES, released in North America in 1989 by Bandai. It was and remains a relatively obscure platform game for the console, having a small following among some players. The game both pays homage and parodies horror pop culture, alternately featuring enemies and locations based on classic horror icons and some
I didn't even make it far enough to get a password.
reinterpretations.
I mean, it seems like an interesting little game. It's just... I don't know, it's an oddity. Yeah, so I've got the hour down, but let's do one more of these, because there's so many of them. Let's throw one more in here. Let me look at some of the other games that were on here. You know what? Let's, just for kicks and giggles, let's do that Dr. Jekyll game that the Angry Video Game Nerd was so infamously couldn't stand.
There's a giant fried shrimp boss.
In Monster Party? That's awesome.
He looks like a fried shrimp, like he's been cooked.
So this game is on a lot of the worst games of all time lists. Mostly because you're extremely slow and sluggish. The weapons do absolutely nothing. You get away from the bomb and you still take a ton of damage. Now I'm Mr. Hyde. And now I can beat the crap out of everything.
What a horrible night to have a curse.
And now I'm dead. This is why this game is so universally panned. Because what even was that? What would be the point of even hitting continue? Where am I continuing from?
The opening of the game.
Dude, you saw how far away I was from that bomb? And I still took all the damage from it? Got away from that one. Can't go in any buildings. So I think the idea is to just progress as far as you can. Because when you turn into Mr. Hyde, you die if you end up in the same spot that you... if you, like, regress back to the same spot that you were in.
Well, yeah, but when you're Jekyll, you can't do shit.
Right. Yeah, this part of the game's actually more fun.
Holy shit, they're so fast. You did nothing. You didn't even hit a single bad guy. You died.
Yeah, this really is the epitome of a bad game right here.
Dr. Heckle.
It's not even fun. All right, so that was day 1 of the stream. Okay, so tomorrow I'm gonna do Ghosts and Goblins. I'm gonna try for a full hour when it'll be an evening stream because I've got to get off of work first. We'll do Ghosts and Goblins, and then we'll look at some of the other stuff that there is in here. I want to focus on the top vote getters and make sure those all get played. And I got Monster Party, Dr. Jekyll out of the way here. So Ghosts and Goblins, Maniac Mansion, the Castlevania games, those will probably get split up. And Fester's Quest were the top requests. Nothing else got any votes. So I'm not going to concern myself with the other games unless somebody does turn around and vote for something. Although I think I might do that Jaws game just because it's just interesting what they chose to do for a Jaws game. But yeah, we'll wrap up this stream here. Thanks to everybody who watched. Please tune in to all of my streams for the rest of the week and tune in on Saturday when I do a full Nintendo Switch mega stream. It's going to be an all-day affair. Well, not an all-day affair, but this is one of our goals to get our affiliate stuff up here. That's very, very important for us. So there you go. All right, and thank you, Dan, for sitting in with me. And we'll see you guys